G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripper week. What do we got going on in this video? Me and John load test a 12-year-old battery to see how good it's still going. I buy a t-shirt. Do a quick comparison test between the Omni-Cruise throttle lock and the old $10 cheapie off eBay. We do mailbag time. Cooking with dishing what? Cooking with dishwashing liquid. Do a bit of a status update on what's going on in the house. And we've got BB news at the end. Righto, let's go and check out this 12-year-old battery. Rightio guys, I've got bloody John's come over and he has brought a battery to use the old, what tester is that? It's the load tester, the battery load tester. So this has come out of what?
XT 660R 2009 model.
And we know Chappie, that's Chappie's old bike, he bought it brand new.
Yep.
And you've double confirmed with Chappie a couple of times now.
Triple.
Yep. That this is the original battery out of that bike. And when he showed it to me, I looked at that brand and that looks really familiar to me as being what would come in a stock bike, like even with the DR and the Suzuki. So how old is it?
2009. 12.
12, there you go. I was going to let him do it because I'm freaking hopeless at max. So this battery is 12 years old. Let's see how well it's holding up. So obviously you don't have any problems with it?
No, it's gone flat twice. I had to charge it twice, but that's because no use.
Yeah.
Hey, other than that, no hassles.
Let's check it out. Rightio guys, so as you can see, so John said that he just took it off the battery charger, so it's fully charged, so it's actually not spot on. But let's put the load on it. Yeah, so it's weak. And we just hold it down. You're not allowed to see that smoke coming up. Look at that.
Wow.
And off. And then that should slowly build back up. If it was actually dodgy, that would shoot straight back to where it was.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, there you go, guys. So we've seen it slowly going back. So it's still in good nick in the sense of it's nothing dodgy in there. But clearly after 12 years, I don't think you could expect any more than that out of that battery. No, that's held up brilliantly.
That should go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Righto. Since John's here, this actually turned up in the mail today. It's something that I purchased. I'll put the old short lookers on there. Can you guess what it is?
That's a t-shirt.
The t-shirt, he is correct. But I like the bag that it comes in. It's I'm a real dirt bag. So it's made from plants non-toxic compostable resin. I'm not for the recycling. Reuse me, then put me in with your food scraps and garden waste soon. Worms will be eating me for breakfast, and before long I'll be growing you more plants. Yeah. It's got to be a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So I've purchased this. And you can't guess what it is?
Is it a YouTuber?
It is a YouTuber.
Nat and Josh.
Oh my Lord. All right, so it's Nat and Josh. Now can you guess what?
Which one?
Which one? Which t-shirt did I get? Now I know Chappie's bought one.
Yeah, I've got a long sleeve one that goes across the
so
Enduro.
Is that what I got?
I reckon you might have Bewilderness or something.
No, I got the Mad Dog.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that.
Oh, wicked.
Hey? In the long sleeve.
Yeah. Oh, it's got that too.
Oh. I didn't know you could do that. Josh, can you do that? Because they use the same print place that I use. So that was good to see that the bag's coming. Actually, I've seen that before. I don't even know why. I'm sorry, because I bought my own bloody t-shirt. Oh, clearly. Yeah, but on the sleeve. Oh, I'm going to have to get back on and start designing some new t-shirts. Well, there you go.
Cool.
Mag Dog. Good on you, Josh and Nat. Rightio, guys. we're still here dicking around like whenever bloody someone comes over, we're always mucking around. John brought around, so you know I sell that and run with the the Omni-Cruise. This is the cheap one. This is the $8 one that you get off eBay. Is that what it was? $8?
8 to 12 bucks, yeah, something like that.
And what do we sell ours for? Like
69,
$60.
Something like that.
So if you don't know what it is, it's just a throttle lock. Do that. John's brought it over because he wanted to have a look at my one to see what the difference was, because he's saying that his is, no matter how hard he tightens it down, it still it slowly vibrates around while you're riding along, right? Correct? So go over to the desk and we'll just have a look at these two. Righto, John, get your bloody short lookers on. Let's see if I can... Right, so here they are. When you look... So obviously this has a little bloody... It's made in the US, this will be made in China. They feel pretty much the same weight, don't they? Mm. There seems to be some extra kind of like bits and pieces that are on there. I don't think that would make any difference to it. This one here has movement that way. Can you see that? But this one doesn't have that. It's just a hole, and that's it. So you lock that down like that. This one, screw it all the way in. And you lock it down. This one seems to be a little bit bigger. So you can see that, it's just a tiny bit bigger. The shape here looks pretty close, but that angle seems to run that way, whereas this angle runs this way. Would you agree with that?
Yep, this is a bit different here too.
Oh yeah, it is too, there, and there.
Yours is thicker.
But the problem is in this bit here. So it doesn't look that much different, I don't know. So, crazy. So, we're going to go for a ride. So he'll jump on the XT660, I'll jump on Max, I'll run with mine, we'll go on a bloody stretcher road and I'll set mine up, he'll set his up, and we'll see how they operate. Then we'll swap them over. So you'll run with the good one, I'll run. Because it can depend on what grip you're running. Are you running the little silicon ring? What vibrations your handlebar gets, because there are some bikes that you can't use something like this because there's a certain pitch of vibration that you just can't lock it down. I remember there was a guy, two guys were doing a lap around Victoria. They were mates, they bought two off us, they were running the same thing, and one of the guys, it didn't work on his bike, they swapped them over. The guy on the bike that it was working was fine, and the guy that it wasn't working to originally, when they swapped it, it still wasn't working. Oh. So that's where it comes down to, yeah, that there's a vibration, but it's very few bikes that happens to. So it'll be interesting. I mean, $8, why not just buy it and see if it bloody works?
Oh, that's what I did.
That's a big saving.
Yeah, that's what I did.
The guy that we get these off, these are made in America. He has another business, and I think the other part of the business is going really well. And he did send us an email saying that he's maybe not going to be making these anymore. He's trying to find someone to take it over, but nobody wants to buy the business as such. Blah, blah, blah. So we got one lot of stockment come in. We don't know whether it's going to be the last one. Hopefully not. Hopefully he will keep it going. But you know, when you're making a lot of money over here and you're spending all this time not making much money here, you go, well, what are you going to do? So anyway, there you go. Yeah, so we'll make sure we do a separate video when we do that.
All right, cool.
All right, get out of here, guys. Awesome. Righto, guys, it is mailbag time. And we've got the power out. So I thought, well, I've got battery powered bloody lights. I can do some filming. It can't bloody stop me. First one that I've got here, I'll just bloody straight up show you that. Look at that. That is stainless steel laser cut little doodad core. Rightio, so this is from Russell. Dear Mark, I recently received a few stickers I ordered from you and noticed that your core sticker was a great design to laser cut. So I took the liberty of doing just that. Bloody ripper. I have not cut any more other than this one you have now, as it is not my design, so don't have the authority to do so. I thought that all the effort you put into helping us bikers, you might like your design in stainless steel and maybe use it as a key tag. Well, no worries, mate. If you wanted to do more of them, I'm not worrying about bloody. It'd be different if people were getting my designs and, you know, chucking them up for sale or something like that. But, yeah, cutting a few things like that, no worries at all. So I've been thinking to me, I'm going, well, it could be a keychain. The only problem with using hard things like that as keychains, like especially on bikes, you know, they dingle around, more so like on Harry and Max is not too bad. But yeah, it can be a scratch point. But I've thought of bending it around one of my thermoses, putting it like a badge on the bike, a zipper tag for my jacket, but I haven't committed to it. I reckon there's got to be something that's come, even on my, not the thermos, the flask, the metal flask, because this will be able to be bent just enough to do it. So yeah, I just don't know where to put it. It's going to go somewhere. When I do it, I'll obviously show, but I really like that. Hope you like this. Yes, I do. Keep on writing. P.S. If this is a gross intrusion into your copyright, no. I am sorry, rest assured. The only part of the cut would never be edited. No, that's all right. No worries, Russell. Bloody ripper. Thanks heaps, mate. Rightio, second one. Boom, look at that. Giant loop sticker. I didn't realise that they had this type of sticker too. So was it go light, go fast, and go far? Sounds pretty good to me. Righto, so this is from Basil. So thanks, Basil, brilliant. Hi Mark, I know you like collecting stickers. Here is one I thought you might like from Giant Loop. I splurged and bought some 4-litre panniers. Let's see how things go and whether I have made a wise investment. Regards, Basil. Keep up the great vids. Thanks heaps, man. Righto, let's get, I reckon, I'm going to whack that one up on the board. That one I'll leave for some bloody thing around here. Maybe the Kero wash or the sandblaster. Rightio guys, so Basil is from my home state, Victoria, known as Mexicans to the upper states. And where did I was going to whack it right there. Oh. Boom. Bloody ripper, Basil, thanks heaps, man. Boom. Giant loop on the old sandblaster. Actually, Russell, I found a bloody ripper spot for it. Look, on my pride and joy, my bloody welding table that I made. Booyah. Look at that. It's got a bit of super glue on it, but I'll buff that off once it's fully dried. Boom! Look at that. Good old Mad Dog. And I love the old things on there. So Josh, can you have them on both sides? Biker Bits Australia. I'll have to jump on and bloody sort that out. This works out really well because if you've seen Josh and Nat's Batcave Friday video, I sent them up bloody a little care package with Pete's bloody stickers, Full Pelt Adventures, and I sent him up one of these because we sell these. This is mine. It's a bit bloody grotty looking. Now you'll notice there is the dishwashing liquid. It is green, but this is the dishwashing liquid we run in the kitchen at home, and that's what I used to fill that up with. But out of my little bloody cook pack there, that is my oil bottle, and now I've labelled them. The reason why I labelled them because these two colours look the same. So I never wanted to mix up my dishwashing liquid with my oil. So I put labels on them, but you'll notice that there's a green thing in there. So I went and bought green dishwashing liquid to put in there. A reason for that, and I'll take you out to the Jeep about that. I'm just thinking now, and I'm going, Mark, there was something else you wanted to say. So this t-shirt, it's a lot thinner than my t-shirt. It's really soft and nice. So this is AS colour. Mine are Gildan Hammer. This is maybe just for Josh. This would be really good for obviously up in Queensland and whatever, so it's quite thin because it's way warmer weather up there. But I know Josh was asking what kind of, when you go on these bloody print places, there's AS Colour, there's Gildan Hammer, a whole heap of different styles, material bloody style. I know on here, on yours, Josh, there's a little V cut out on both sides, whereas mine doesn't have that V cut out, and my stuff's thicker, not as cozy, supple as what this is, but yeah, anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. So, want one of these? Get onto Josh and Nat's website. I'll put it there. Get yourself one. Right, out to the Jeep. Rightio, guys, so we are out at the Jeep. Oh, jeez. I'm an idiot. So, me and, where's the oil? Where's the bloody oil? Oh, I don't have I must have taken the oil out. Oh, that really, it doesn't matter. I normally have a big oil bottle in there when I do the ramble rides. In here, with the fry pans, and also the wash tubs in there, I have this bottle which has got dishwashing liquid in it. And as you can see, that's the oil, that's the dishwashing liquid. Out at Whipperfeld, doing the sand stuff with Pete and Chappie and John, and Nate come out. Anyway, I had bloody sausages and hamburgers and bloody onions, 2 fry pans running. I put the dishwashing liquid because I saw that in my head, just think because I'm so used to being on the bike, and thought it was me oil. So I put all that on the fry pans, put all the food in, cooking it up. And then I'm seeing, it's getting dark, I'm seeing all these bubbles going on. I'm going, what the hell's going on? And then I start to get the smell, and then it dings in me head. I'm cooking our fucking tea in dishwashing liquid. I had to rinse it all out with water, and I just put a lot of tomato sauce on the stuff, and that kind of like, Nay said she could still taste it, but anyway. So, there's a pro tip. Make sure your oil and your dishwashing liquid are different colours. Go with the green stuff. Rightio guys, we're going to do a update. I've mic'd Nay up, so come on Nay. Oh, actually, while you're there, no, while you're there, look, these are like, remember I was showing you she was doing all the boxes? Look, she's got so many done. Basically, they're replacing all these just little bloody cardboard boxes. Cool as. Righto, let's go. So what's the first thing we've got? Got a new light. Check that light out. So as you'll be able to see up there, there was a big fluorescent light. But now we've got a fancy, where'd you get that light from, Nate?
IKEA.
IKEA? Yeah. Yeah. And then we've got one of those, you're not going to see that globe. If I go in, oh, there you go, look at that. So one of those vintage bloody globe things, and just, you can't quite see the colour in the screen, I don't think, but it makes a really good colour.
Yeah, very antique-y.
And then we've got another light.
I can't see because I was staring at the globe.
Yeah.
So, same light.
Exactly the same light.
Different globe, obviously.
Different globe. So, yeah. And then...
Don't forget to...
Oh! The clocks! Look, it's the clock tower!
There will be more on the other side.
On the other side.
But there's none there yet.
Yeah, still another one to go up on there. Yeah, once we get this door, I reckon it's really hard to find a door, isn't it, Nay?
Yeah.
At a decent price. They're very...
No, well, we haven't even found one that fits.
No, that's
That's
true.
going to be any good.
Yeah.
They've all had to be modified, and it's like, well, if you're going to pay that price.
And we're talking about old doors, not
Yeah,
second-hand.
not new doors. I don't want a new one.
Yeah.
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 No, it's got to be an old door.
So I reckon we'll do something on there and get it painted just so we can do the trims and everything, and then we'll deal with it when you get a door, because it might be a little while before we get a door.
Yes.
Hard to find, and they're expensive.
Yes. Yes.
You're talking like $500, $700 just for a friggin' door.
No, you can get them as cheap as like $220.
Can you?
Yeah. If we were in Sydney, I would have had 10 of them by
right,
now.
yeah.
We are not in Sydney.
No, we're not in Sydney, or we're not in America, where wood costs, I don't know, threepence.
Yeah.
That's that's the UK, isn't it? And then, if we look at the ceiling, the only thing that I've got done is filled all the little screw holes. So they've all been, what do we call that, plastered up. I've still got to do all the gapping. I'm saying we. Yes, we? Or is it just still me?
Oh, no, you're doing a fabulous job.
yeah,
Why would I
know,
interrupt you? Isn't that what you said when I was doing that wall? Oh, you're doing a marvellous job. Why would I stop you?
Exactly. I'll listen to myself. So there you go. That's the status update, guys. Cool.
Show him Dennis's hat.
Oh, Dennis. That's Dennis the Menace. He moves around the house. Everybody has a shot of hiding him. The last spot I put, he was hiding in behind. Whoops, he lost his hat, no?
Oh dear.
In the plant. And then Matt and Haley came over, and he was still in the same spot, but she made him a little hat. Look.
And she made one for the horse.
And there was one on the horse, and I think there's still one over here.
On the donkey.
On the donkey. That's the kind of shit that goes on around this joint, and everybody that comes normally gets involved in it. Rightio guys, it's time for BB News and Shit, and as usual, here are the new crew members. Check them out, bloody top blokes. Good on you guys, thanks heaps. Rightio, now we'll check out some of the crewmen that have gone out and got some geostashes. So there we go, we got Brendan, he would have been out on the DRZ 400, gone and got himself the Eagle Peak. Bloody ripper. Dwayne out on his Husky 501 and he's picked up Eagle Peak. And in actual fact, they got it the same day, so it was obviously just missed themselves. And the last one we got there is Hal, he would have been on the DR 650 out at the crusty Demon Pit. Good on you. Righto, so now I've got Brett and Jody. If you might have seen some of the video on the MRE ride, they were the couple that had the two Himalayans, a white one and a black one. They've also bought some signs off Nay, and they've sent through just a bit of an email and some pictures. Have a look at this. Rightio, so we've got G'day Mark and Nay, just a quick email to say that Nay has done an awesome job on the Franklin Barbecue and Royal Enfield signs. There they are, bloody, you can see them sitting up right there on the wall. Cool as. Good on you, Jody. Rightio, so we've got cooking, brisket, smoking meat is the other passion I spend too much money on, other than bikes. And I took inspiration from Aaron Franklin Barbecue from Texas in the States. That's why Jody surprised me with the sign. It looks bloody fantastic. Nay did a great job. The Royal Enfield sign looks fantastic too and has taken pride of place between the bikes. Very talented, Nay. Cheers and keep on riding. Good on you guys, bloody awesome. Right, yeah, so now I've got, I think we've got 5 crew out and about. So let's get into them. Righto, so this is Brendan. We saw him with the geostash at doing Eagle Peak. So hi Mark and crew decided to head to Karakara National Park over the weekend to have a go at the route completed on the tag-along ride and test out the new Barrett racks and bags. It was a great trip with some sections a lot steeper than anticipated. Doesn't look that steep on the maps. Yeah, that's it. Managed to find the Eagle Peak geostash and a great campsite with a view of the mountains. Des, the DRZ, performed flawlessly and the new bags worked great. Thanks heaps, Mark, for uploading the GPS coords for these rides. It was a great route to follow. Keep on riding. Cheers, Brendan. Bloody ripper. Great photos too. Good on ya. Rightio, so now we've got Steve. And what do we got? Not out and about. Hi, Mark and Nate. Well, it was lockdown here in Melbourne last weekend, so no chance to follow through on my plan for a quick run up to Bunyip for a look-see. Now some of the area has reopened. Decided to use the time and the bright day for a bit of maintenance on the Himalayan. Cleaned and lubed up the swing arm bearings and rear suspension linkage. Only takes a couple of hours, all up, and I know it's ready for another 6 months of riding once we can get out of this madhouse. Bloody good stuff. That's it, utilising your time well. 6 months, though? You don't have to do your linkages every 6 months. I don't know if that's a bloody typo or... Anyway, righto, good on ya. Rightio, what do we got? BMW 1200 Lover. Quick ride down to Geelong before the lockdown last week, but didn't know if I should take my BMW or Moto Guzzi. First world problems. Righto, Daniel Trail, Lees Valley. Hey guys, out and about recently on one of the best adventure routes in Canterbury, New Zealand recently. I made a video of the trip which can be found here if anyone is interested. Thought this was going to be a great lunch spot, however, once off the bike and the kettle filled up, all the sandflies in the country descended on my body and started biting. Quickly packed up and retreated to another spot. Still made for a couple of great photos though. Stuck the drone up for a few shots of the valley, not another person in sight. Bloody ripper. Could stay here for hours just looking at the view. Yeah, I reckon. After completing my route, I headed for the Wooded Gully campsite where I made camp and was set upon once again by the sandflies. Never mind, still had an epic trip and will definitely be back for another go. Bloody ripper, man. Good on ya. Righto, last one. Simpson Desert Crossing, Leroy Brown. Righto. Hi guys, I just thought I would share some photos of a Simpson Desert Crossing I did 2 weeks ago. As with all adventures, this one threw up a couple of curveballs. We drove my mate's motor home with the bikes on a trailer from Melbourne to Maree, 1,400 kilometres. Unloaded the bikes and left the motor home in the pub car park. We then rode from Maree to Unadilla, 400 kilometres, where I think I picked up some bad fuel, and from there to Mount Dare, 250 kilometres, where my engine seized. Our plan obviously changed. The new plan involved paying the guy at Mount Dare $1,500 to trailer my bike 6 hours into Alice Springs, pick up a brand new 2021 WR450F that we had bought and bring it back. That night we loaded it up, my brand new bike, and the next morning we rode into the Simpson. We did okay on day one, but the morning of day two, my mate's rear bag broke loose, fell onto the muffler, caught fire and burnt all his camping gear. It was then a race to the finish before it got dark. We made Big Red with about 5 minutes of light to spare and got a room at Birdsville pub. The next day was an easy but boring 520 kilometres ride down to Birdsville track, back to the motorhome, and then 1,400 kilometres back to Melbourne. What an adventure. and that's it. And Leroy Brown, that's not his bloody name, obviously. He's got a video. He didn't do any of the riding. He didn't have a GoPro or a bloody Sony action cam or whatever. But he did, at certain spots, he did a bit of just filming with his phone. And I've seen that. I don't know whether he's put... I don't even know, you don't have a link to it on here, or whether you've got it up somewhere for people to see. But yeah, that was a bloody adventure for sure. Good on you, you made it, you've done it. Booyah. Rightio guys, that's it for BB News and shit. Back out to the Man Cave. There you go guys, that is Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another bloody week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Now, I just want a quick thing. Adrian, if you're watching this, I have got the parcel that'll be in next week's Man Cave Tuesday. So to everybody else, there is a couple of cool things in here, and there is one thing in there for the crew members on one of the giveaways. Now also I'll have a video coming out with the tag along the Bendigo Bush Tour tag along ride. We had, what was it? There was 15 of us on this ride, and that was the one where we go through all the, you know, McDougall's Crack and bloody Big Sister Alley, all those places. It was absolutely ripper ride. Enjoyed it. Lots of spills and water, bloody shit going on. Anyway, so that'll be coming out later this week. Most probably another couple of, yeah. I'm trying to get more videos out other than the Man Cave Tuesday, which means like this Man Cave Tuesday wasn't as busy as normal, but I'm trying to get some single ones where they're just a one, like what did I do? Like the cooking, the shit easy cooking. I did another one. What was that on? Can't remember what it was. Here I'm flashing it up, whatever. Just to, I don't know, why the hell am I saying that? I don't know why. I'm just going to keep this going. I'm trying to, my subscribers that I normally get per month has been dipping down. And also the YouTube money's going down. So I'm trying to get some more videos up to keep the money going up, and having particular, when someone goes and says, oh, the WR250, blah, 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 or the not Man Cave Tuesday, which is full of just all bits and pieces. If you know what I'm trying to say, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.